what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of. I did some research to try and come up with a name, Adam, for these events, and here's what I came up with.
Okay.
Delegate to dominate.
I'm gonna pass on that one, Eric. No.
Okay. Hold on, let's get our coughing fit done here next to me. Not delegate to dominate. Scaling with support, virtual power, real results, behind the screens. No.
That's good, but it sounds like a Division III basketball podcast. We're gonna be honest.
Okay, fair enough. Power up your business, plugged in the VA advantage.
No, we're not doing that. That's gay. Let's keep
going. Okay, these all suck then. Okay, well, we're going to keep working on this, everybody. Just so everybody knows, we're not being douchebags and wearing sunglasses. Well, Adam is to support me, but I am on we'll call it a cross-country trip, but we are live in the car driving back from Denver to Omaha, and so it's fucking sunny. So I wear sunglasses when it's sunny out, and the sun is affecting my eyeballs, not when I'm sitting inside of a studio somewhere wearing sunglasses to look fucking cool. I'm not doing that. Yeah. I'm wearing them because it's sunny out. Adam, on the other hand, is wearing sunglasses to support me in the fact that I have to wear sunglasses during this event, correct?
That's exactly right, Eric. You could say that I'm on douchebag inclusive in my approach to the world. And it's showing solidarity. Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
So today we are going to dig into, again, we're gonna talk about some different ways to use VAs inside of your company, how you can grow and scale your company, or your personal side of the company as well. But Adam had a question first, and what was that question?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and so just as some context, Eric made the grave mistake of including me in his company communications platform a couple months ago, which is the best company comms platform I've ever seen run. You can think of it as like a Slack, his company Slack, right? It's not on Slack, but so I see some really interesting internal banter. And it turns out, Eric, by the way, in his office in Omaha, for those who've not been blessed enough to visit, he's got just an incredible back office situation, really tucked away from everyone else to give him some peace of mind. He's got a golf simulator in there. He's got his own private bathroom, as every executive should. However, turns out someone went poo-poo in Eric's bathroom. And I really want to know who
somebody did.
Yeah, someone took a dump in Eric's office. And it's just going to eat at me until
I hate the fact that we've got guys sitting here.
You hear me okay? What's that, Eric?
Son of a bitch.
Eric can't hear us now. So Eric has got a working theory on who took a shit in his office. I won't name names, but I think my next visit to Omaha has got to be centered around doing my own series of detective work. As I understand it, it would be illegal for me to put a camera in Eric's bathroom to really, get to the bottom of who might be taking a shit in there when he's not around. But I think through deductive reasoning, we might be able to piece some parts of the puzzle together and get an answer.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes, I think that we all know who it is. He doesn't wear shoes most of the time. He generally wears sandals. I feel like he just roams around the office and poops in different bathrooms on the daily, just to mark his territory. That's what I think happens.
What evidence was there like a hair left behind? Like what evidence do you have? Is this just general inference or?
The evidence is knowing him for over a decade. I think it's 100% him, because as soon as that went in there, notice that Mercedes then also said that somebody has been dominating her bathroom, because we have one female that works inside of the office. So technically she gets her own bathroom, technically.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Right. And so I think that one's been infiltrated as well. So anyway, that's what's going on at D&M. We've got ghost poopers in bathrooms that they don't have access to. So we're going to have to investigate and get to the bottom of that.
You also, and I want to you had a post on Facebook that I loved this week as you were in the process of hiring a new sales leader for your Texas branch, and you got
Yes.
Yeah, right. Like the question that every executive wants to get from anyone that's interested in a sales management role, which is how much money am I going to automatically make no matter what? Right. Right. Like, and in chastising the individual that made the question and retort to a comment back, you had one of my favorite replies ever. But I would say, right, like just in general, this has never failed me. The guy that's hyper focused on what his salary is going to be in a sales role never fucking works out. I've never seen that guy work out. The guy that needs you to extend his draw a whole bunch early on, that guy never fucking produces. And I watch owners make the same mistake all the time and hire or prioritize that guy. And like 500 times, I've never seen it work. Right. So,
well, did you see how many people got mad?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and I didn't realize. So here's the thing: when I post that shit, I didn't know that it goes on Threads as well. And like, first of all, what the fuck is Threads? Right? Like, I don't even know what Threads is. But like, so it automatically goes on Threads, and somebody went ape shit on Threads and was like, started calling me retarded because I didn't black the guy's name out well enough. And so they were able to get his full name and then found him on Facebook and started messaging him to say, man, you dodged a bullet with this fucking asshole. Like, it blew up on Threads, whatever Threads is. Like, I got thousands of views on Threads. I have never gotten more than 8 views on Threads because I didn't know there were thousands of people on Threads. Like, I didn't even know it was still a thing. Did you know it was still a thing?
I don't know. I only recently signed up for it only because I'm getting like fed ads from Instagram all the time. And, you know, they do a pretty good job. And like once every blue moon, I'll see something that I'm like, I'm interested enough to click on this to figure out what the rest of this run-on sentence says, or is selectively cut off, right? And then it opens it. I got to download this app, and I think, fuck it, I'm not doing that. Right. And then eventually, I felt like that this has happened to me a few hundred times. Like I can just give in. It's okay to give in and to download the app. So yeah, I've been there for a total of a week. And when I say I've been there, like sometimes in my Instagram feed when I'm doom scrolling, I'll notice something that seems interesting or funny. And I'll click.
And you know what though, but since we're talking about this, because I mean we got some time to fill here, like because I think this is important because what the people that got upset about it, first of all, fuck you, like that's insane to not realize that if you're applying for any position, but specifically a sales position, and your first thing that you reach out to isn't trying to show the employer what value you can bring to the table, like what you can actually do to further the agenda of the company so that you then can succeed. On what planet do you think somebody's going to be like, whatever you want it to be, sir? Like, that's the fucking 9th question. That's the 9th question that you fucking ask is what's the salary?
Yeah. Also, you don't ever under any circumstances ask what the salary is. You ask like, hey, what would my total on target earnings be? And if I overperform, what could I expect to make in accordance with that? Right. That's what somebody who's like financially driven and motivated to perform would ask. Like, not like how much money am I automatically going to make until you realize that I'm a bullshit hire and you need to move on from me. Right. And again, like you raised a really valid point. Like I want to hire people whose first question are like, what is your culture like? Like, how do you prioritize innovation? Right? Like, what does great success look like? What resources do I have in order to accomplish my mission? What does our organizational mission and vision look like? Right? How do we differentiate from the rest of the market? What makes D&M special? Not what's my fucking salary? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Fuck that. And fuck anyone who took offense.
And he dodged a fucking bullet. Like I dodged a bullet. I dropped in the comments. He was like, I'm going to send this to Kalen. And I was like, fucking send it to Kalen. Fuck Kalen. Like, are you kidding me? That was insane.
Yeah. 100%. The guy I stated I'm not going to hire publicly.
It's such a different mentality that it's such a different mentality that's just so hard to understand that I don't know. It's hard to grasp, and it makes you realize how different, how big of a spread there is between like high achievers and non-achievers, right? It just really shows what that spread is, and and that it's so easy to whittle down your circle just by that one question. I could eliminate 30 people from my life that answered that question wrong.
Yeah. And, the other piece of this, right, and I think that we often forget about it, is to be a highly successful in sales in general, you need to have a pretty healthy appetite for risk, right? You need to have a really healthy appetite for risk. And actually what you're showing when you're hyper-focusing on salary is I have no appetite for risk, right? I want to deleverage as much risk from this proposition as possible. Not like, I want to be a part of a pay-for-performance culture that rewards excellence. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, it made me smile. So actually you would ask me as well, what do we yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I don't know if you can see it on your end, but I don't know if this is my fault. I've got 4 or 5 bars. My signal seems to be fine, but you're cutting out all the time, and I don't know if everybody on the other end is seeing the same thing or not. So I don't want to. I feel like I'm fucking wasting. Hey Maria, if you can see this, can you text me, because she's supposed to be monitoring this? Maria, will you text me and let me know if it keeps cutting out really bad? Here, let's just send her a text. Is this cutting bad online? Let's see if she responds. Because this has been really, really, really good information. And I feel like I want to recreate this moment. And if we have to do it again, we'll start, you know what I mean? We'll do another live, and literally we can do a half an hour on this.
Eric says all good.
He says all good. Interesting.
Nice.
Okay, well,
I think
fuck it. We'll keep going.
You're in a fucking car, man.
Yeah. I just thought if it was cutting, but see, I'm the one hosting, so I figured if I was hosting, you know what I mean? Oh, she said no too. Okay, well, fuck it. Then let's keep going. Then good content for everybody. I think to sum all that up, don't be a fucking dipshit when you apply for jobs and ask dumb fucking questions, because you sure as shit won't work for me, and you won't work for anybody that's worth a grain of salt that runs any type of operation that has any type of integrity whatsoever. You'll get hired by some dipshit that has absolutely no idea what they're doing and are begging for employees.
Yeah, which are always, those are the best.
That's my thought.
Yeah, those are always the number one employers to go. So you had asked, Eric, you had asked me earlier about what should we focus on or what should we talk about today? And I would tell you an interesting trend that I'm seeing in market with company owners and with folks that are beginning to leverage VAs, which is hiring an executive assistant and hiring someone to serve as an executive assistant. So everyone can hear that Eric said, I'm going to text Maria right now, who's supposed to be monitoring this. By the way, he says, who's supposed to be monitoring this, as though Maria isn't fucking all over this broadcast. Of course she is. But the use of an executive assistant is fun. You're two-time.
I haven't heard a word you fucking said for 35 seconds.
Yeah.
I heard executive assistant somewhere in there.
Yeah. I'm carrying this story.
But I'm glad I'm glad everybody else can hear it. So just keep going.
Yeah. So I'm going to flip this back to you though, Eric, and talk about, if you don't mind giving a before and after, life before Maria and life after Maria, what having an executive assistant has meant for you and meant for your business. No, you can't hear me. This is great. Yeah. Well, I think we're about to lose him. I'm going to hope that this continues to work. Eric's actually driving to a museum in Kearney, Nebraska at the moment after leaving a birthday trip for his daughter. So we probably should have just waited until next week. If I had known that he was going to be in the car, I would have encouraged that we do that. But we've seen a big push for executive assistants to help roofing company owners. This is actually Eric calling. We can hear it. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Hey, everything just fucking went away.
Everything went away? All right, yeah, I think it looks like we're still streaming, and I'm the only one.
Sir, I ended it.
All right, I'm going to leave the studio.
Oh, I'm back. And okay, that's okay. If anybody's actually still watching this, my apologies. The connection is fucking garbage. So we're gonna do this next Tuesday. Thank you guys.